Welcome to Edible Thoughts Makes. My name is Stephanie and this is my vlog where I share with you works in progress, finished projects, things I'm cooking up, and books that I'm reading. Today I would like to share with you a test knit that I did in September-October. Today is November 13th and the pattern is set to release probably by the end of the week or so, I hear, but soon. This is the Lion Hearted Swoncho, the DK weight version by Tif Neilan. Tif goes by Tif Handknits on Ravelry and Tif Nielan _handknits on Instagram. So you will find this pattern in a fingering weight version that's already out. That pattern has been released already. And this is the DK weight version. DK weight is probably my favorite weight to knit sweaters in. I feel like it knits up much more quickly compared to fingering weight, and I like the weight of that sweater on myself. I feel like it can be nice drape, but there's still a little bit of heftiness to it that you don't get in fingering weight sweaters. Though I love fingering weight sweaters too, they just take a lot longer. So I wanted to share with you some techniques that you will learn if you decide to make this, and some things that are unique to this sweater slash poncho. So it's called a swoncho, and a swoncho is a sweater plus poncho. So there's a very deep yoke, which means your armpit doesn't cut off here. It cuts off lower. You will see here the delightful herringbone in the neckline. So it was my first time knitting herringbone, and it is so fun. It's like as you work it up after a couple rounds and you see it happening, it's like magic. It's so much fun. I link to tutorials that I have used to learn the different techniques in this pattern. But yeah, so there's herringbone here. At the bottom, there's a split hem. So the back is a little longer than the front, and that is also herringbone. You will also do an I-cord bind off, which is my first time doing that, and that was also much easier than I thought it was going to be, and it looks really polished. Twisted ribbing in the cuffs. I love how defined a ribbing looks with twisted ribbing. So that's super fun. There is two-stranded color work throughout. And there's color blocking in the sleeves. The color work in that yoke, I feel like makes it really fun to keep going because you want to see what happens next. On mine, you can see the colors I chose melt together a little more so you don't see the pattern as distinctly. If you wanted it more distinct, you could pick more contrasting colors, but I kind of wanted it to look more, I guess, cohesive or more like a watercolor painting. In the pattern, she gives you suggestions on picking your colors. She does say you need 3 distinct colors. She mentions for color 1, you probably want it multicolored or variegated, or I guess that's what she used in her sample. Color 2 should be a complementary color to the main, at least that's what she used. And then color 3 is a solid, ideally a tone that's present in color 1. So that's basically what I did. Here's what I used for my color 1. You can see it's a mottled assortment of cream, gray, gold, and brown. It's like autumn in a ball. For my color 2, I used a coppery combination of reds and browns. So that plays off of the browns in color 1. And then for my color 3, I used a warm gray, and I think that would be called semi-solid if it isn't the complete solid gray throughout, but kind of varies a little bit. So these are the 3 colors I used. The sweater is designed to be worn with 2 to 6 inches of ease. The sizing is from 34.5 inches or 88 centimeters to 66.5 inches or 169 centimeters. That's the finished bust circumference. So then you want to take that number, subtract how much ease you want to see how that lines up with your bust circumference, or take your bust circumference and add 2 to 6 inches depending on how much ease you want, and then figure out which size you're going to make. She also gives you the upper arm circumference and the finished body length. So let me find my front. The back hem is longer, so that's how I know that's the back. It does wear a little shorter because of the deep yoke. The sides will pull up, so I wouldn't wear this without a layer underneath. You could do like a tank top or short sleeves, or right now I'm wearing kind of a tunic length cowl neck top. But you'll see that the length hits like right above my hip, maybe longer. So I made my sleeves really long because I wanted longer sleeves and I wanted to be able to push them up, which then pushes this armpit length up more so that when I raise my arm, my entire Swoncho doesn't go all the way up like it does now. So then if I wanted to roll my sleeves up and kind of move that armpit up more, it doesn't move up as much. You see that? And then you can wear it so that you have a little more drapier of a front. I kind of like it styled like that. And then you have a little more arm movement. But if you wanted to wear it with the yoke spread out, that's really nice too, and it's all smooth. You just don't have as much arm movement without it raising all the way up. So I like that option. You can do a 3/4 length option. But yeah, I really like it. It's cozy, it's comfy, it's a great layering piece to put on over what I'm wearing or over a dress. You can dress it up, dress it down. I really, really like it. So I really enjoy this Swoncho. It was my first time making a Swoncho. And the pattern, like I said, comes out soon. Today is November 13th. It should come out in the next few days or so. So keep a lookout for Tif Neilan on Instagram or on Ravelry. I'm sure she'll make an announcement. And head on over and you can check out my notes on my project page for the Lion Hearted Swoncho, the DK weight version, if you'd like to check out some of my notes on that and some of the tutorials for the different techniques before the pattern comes out. Thank you so much for watching and listening. I hope you have a wonderful day.